Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Today I Fricked Up. You as usual are watching the best Reddit channel in the world, I Read 'em. And yeah, please before we start make sure you click the subscribe button, the bell icon, the like button, comment down below anything you want, follow the I Read 'em Instagram, you know, all of that, the usual for more videos. Anyway, let's get on with the first story. Today I fricked up by trying to break up and ending in a police station with half of my colleagues hating me. Attention, this is a big text, so be prepared. A little bit of context. I used to date this girl, let's call her Amanda. So Amanda and I met in university and things were really nice for 2 to 3 months when I finally asked her if she wanted to be my girlfriend. Sitting on a rock in a beautiful beach in the most beautiful way possible. Everything for a perfect relationship. So Amanda always has problems with her family and exes. I always found really strange because it's usually a red flag, but I thought that it was just something in my head. I had depression in the past, but it was really good treatment, so everything was going great inside of me. So 3 months in the relationship, and everything was great, until something happened. Amanda is a teacher and started working on a great school, but was transferred to another school that was not that good. She started to be really depressive and lost to a lot of her friends. She was not the same anymore. She started to depend a lot on me and see me as her safe room. Obviously that wasn't really clear to me because I tried to help her a lot, thinking it was just a normal problem. I used to spend nights, literally hours, in the hospitals trying to help her in those psychological problems that ended up affecting her physical body. 6 months forward. Things were getting really bad. The relation that used to be good was turning into hell. During these 6 months I asked her to search professional help and she refused to. So I started to notice some things. She is a really manipulative person. I don't even think she notices that. She used her emotions a lot against me, and when she saw that I wasn't working anymore, she started to say that I didn't care for her. Even though I spent literally months going to the hospital and helping her in literally everything. She locked me inside her house sometimes, used to call me a frick ton of times, 40 to 50 times, when I didn't answer, her typical abusive relationship. So after talking with my friends and family, I decided that I should put an end to this. Well, this seems like quite a pretty sad story so far, and yeah. Now the story really begins. I broke up with her. She was desperate, like if someone had killed all of her family. But okay. I was still talking to her and asked if I could get my things in her house. So I go there and my things talk a little bit. She really likes parties and stuff like that, but it's not my area, so I asked her if she had kissed anyone in those parties. She said she didn't, but well, I knew her for almost a year by now, and something wasn't right. After asking again, she says that she did kiss someone. It would be everything okay because she was single now, but it wasn't anyone. She kissed her friend that she started to have more contact in the last month, and the friend that she used to swear was only a friend. Wow, you may have an idea of what I felt in that moment. I thought that I'd developed some horns in my head during the last month in a relationship that almost ended. At the moment, my mental health is trying to help someone, but it's alright. I don't like to discuss things when I'm in anger, so I usually leave the area to talk another day. I say to her that I don't want to talk and I'll be on my way back home. She proceeds to cry a lot and lock her door so I wouldn't leave. I calmly ask her to open the door, so she opens it, and as I try to leave her house, she screams, tried to grab my shirt so I wouldn't leave. She was psychotic, but I didn't notice it. Well, finally after running from her, I was able to hop in my car and get home. Yeah, this is quite a messed up story so far. Feel bad for him, because he's tried to help her in every way he can, and she's just rejecting it, but then if she's really that ill mentally, then maybe it's to the point where she can't control it, I don't know, but it's sad on both sides really. I finally arrive but yeah, that bit at the end was just yeah, a bit messed up. I finally arrive at my home, sad as frick, and go to my safe place. Basically, my room with my computer, the object that had helped my depression for a lot of years. Here I am playing some Dota 2, trying to free my mind, when I suddenly hear the bell ring. I couldn't believe she came by foot to my home. My mum didn't know about what happened, so she opened the door to her because she wants to talk. When I saw that it was her, I locked myself up in my room, asking her thousands of times to leave my home, and asking my parents to ask her to leave, and she wouldn't. After 1 hour locked up in my room in my own house, I couldn't stand it anymore. I was hungry and thirsty, so I leave to get some food and water, and Amanda is there, waiting for me. I don't give a frick about her and just ignore her presence. I was really pissed. So when I try to get back to my room, she stands in the middle of the doorway, saying that she has to give me something that I forgot. Why not just leave it with my parents, right? So after trying my best to not blow up in anger, as I was finally able to enter my room, and as I try to close the door again, she stands in the middle of the fricking door as I close it, proceeding to say, "You are hurting me, stop!" Like a Karen. So that's it, boys. I cannot stand it anymore. After almost 1 year of relationship, I finally blow up. I never had screamed with her or said anything bad to her in that 1 year. So I proceeded to say a lot of things. I'm not proud of it because there are a lot of anger/sadness on me. I just wanted her to leave because she was inside my room, the room that helped me a lot in these hard times, and now has turned into a nightmare. As I shoot a lot of words onto her, she starts to have a meltdown. Keep in mind that she's still in the doorway of my room. She tries to enter my room with me in front of her, but I grab her arms. I didn't use any force, just enough so she wouldn't send me to the ground. I made a mistake. She's very white, so literally anything makes her skin a little bit red. As I saw that she wouldn't calm down, I sat at my chair, trying to play my games and ignore her existence. Too late, boys. She took photos of her body and posted it on Twitter that I had hit her all in front of me. I was even in the photo playing games. That was not enough. I started receiving messages asking what happened, almost at the same time. I had to do something, so I started to record her for my own safety. When she saw that was being recorded, she finally freaking left my home. Then, that's it? It finally ended? No. I'm a law student, so I know that if you accuse someone of gender aggression, this person is going to get fricked even without proof. I live in Brazil, so we have a specific law for that crime. I tell my parents that I need to go to the police and tell them everything that happened. I was exposed by something I didn't do in social media. Yes, I did say bad things to her, but I didn't hit her, and also didn't say that I was going to hurt her or anything. The major problem is I'm in law school and was also the president of the sports league of my course. This person, she's just ruining people's lives, basically. Like, that's a horrible thing to do. Imagine if he actually, well, we haven't read the rest of the story yet. I doubt it all happened, but imagine if he actually got, in trouble for that, for something he didn't do at all, and he was just trying to get someone out of his house and didn't use any aggression or anything like that, someone who was basically trespassing. As we arrive at the police station, I tell my friends, some of them are lawyers already, about what happened. So I'm here telling the officer about what happened when, that's right, Amanda shows up there. The thing is that she wasn't going to the police station because making a false report, especially in that specific case, is a big crime. So why was she there? How did she know I was there? Because we had an imposter in our group. That's an Among Us thing if people don't know. I told her I was in the police station and that I would frick her life. We live in a small city and my family has some kind of influence here, so suppose she was really afraid of something happening against her. So there is Amanda crying all over the police station, saying that I'd hit her and she didn't feel a crime complaint because I said I wouldn't do anything against her if she stopped doing that. I know how the justice works and I did not want to put more wood into the fire, especially because she's not mentally stable. Well, it's over now, right? No. Insert sad reactions. Remember the tweets? That's right, that thing got out of huge the other day. I had a lot of messages in my phone and a lot of people in my college created a hashtag on Instagram and Twitter asking the sports league to do something against me. Remember that I was the president? Wow guys, I think that really sounds like Twitter, doesn't it? Trying to cancel people without any actual, evidence and stories from both sides. Yeah, that sounds very much like Twitter. This story is so massive, so I'm not going to enter in more details. Anyways, she didn't leave a report against me in the police station on that day, but day after day she did with help of my teachers that have a PhD and all of that stuff, who are also lawyers. Amanda is not from my school, by the way, so I lost almost a semester from my college because I couldn't watch classes. My depression came back full power with a lot of anxiety/panic with the amount of people talking about what happened all around the college, saying that I was a criminal and gender aggressor. I'm not an extrovert, I'm really into my things and don't talk about much or like to be exposed with anything that is not a job. So that was a hell for me. In my 19 years of life, I never had conflicts with anyone, and now half the college hates me. The end. Yeah, I think, gosh, that was a pretty sad story. Like, that person must, he says at the end, he must be feeling horrible. And yeah, his girlfriend basically destroyed his life. I mean, he finally got out of depression and, was happy and things, and then this happened. I mean, how could he expect that was going to happen and things? And now people hate him at school too. I mean, that was pretty awful. This woman seems like a horrible person to just do that. But then, if she wasn't mentally stable, then, there's things on that side too. But yeah, you feel really sorry for that guy. The end. Q&A. 1. What happened to Amanda's report in the police station? Did anything happen to you? No. There wasn't enough proof of anything. She even did an exam with Corona to check her body. 2. Do you hate her? No, I don't. I think she has a lot of mental problems that needed treatment, and she suffers a lot already. Yeah, I thought it would be something like that too, because that's the thing, like 90%, well, probably even more than that, of people wouldn't ever react like that. So often there is something, behind the scenes. 3. Are people still mad at you? By the way, this happened a year ago, and yes, there are people that are still angry at me, and I suffer the consequences of that a lot of times, especially in the college, and it's really hard sometimes. Gosh, a whole year later. 4. Did you commit a crime? Well, if I committed a crime, I would be in jail or not posting the story on Reddit. Yeah, but couldn't she get done for trespassing, seeing that she literally had a photo of her in his house, and then, yeah, pretty sure that, I don't know the laws in Brazil, but... 5. What was the position of the college? What did they say? Amanda and I studied in the same college, but different courses. What was the position of the college? What did they say? Amanda and I study in the same college, but different courses. And here in Brazil, the public college, federal college, has a massive tendency to the left side of politics. Communism, socialism, feminism, human rights. So things were really hard for me. Even though I am a leftist, the college itself didn't do anything because, like I said, there was nothing to do because there was no crime. But the students, well, you wouldn't want to be in my skin last year. TLDR, tried to break up. X said I hit her on Twitter, started a new hashtag against me, get depressed, and lost almost 6 months of college. Yeah, I mean, well, I've said bits of conclusion already, but that was a pretty awful story. I mean, a whole year for this guy for people still to say things like this at college to him. I think some people don't realise how much they can affect people's mental health by just saying things like that, which they don't really know much about or, don't have information on. But yeah. Anyway, thank you everyone for watching the video. Please make sure you like, comment, subscribe, click the bell icon for more videos. And yeah, I've already said comment, but just comment, anything you want about the story and I'll try and reply. And also please check out my Instagram, it's ireadem_meme, I've linked it, and you just click read more in the description and it's there. Also please check out the merch store and all of that, and I've got plenty of other videos to watch, so please check them out. Anyway, thank you everyone for watching, bye.